Good morning, student. Myself, Hansa, your science teacher. And now today we will start the new chapter, chapter 8, motion. This chapter is belonging to physics. After listening the word physics, it confused our mind. Oh, it is physics. How it is possible to understand? It is very tough. Oh, put hand over the head. कुछ समझ नहीं आता है, क्या करें? But we have to think over it. क्यों नहीं समझ आता है? Why? Because we never think the reason behind that one. And we never go to the basic. Small point. Now, don't be confused. I am with you. First, before starting the chapter motion say I think you know it very well. You know it very well what is motion. But before starting the topic, I want to discuss with you some points. In our surrounding, just keep it in mind. In our surrounding, every day we watch the object which are in our surrounding. Have you seen the different object? I am giving some example and you have to tell what is the difference. First, the chair side by you and the wall in this room. These are the one example. Another is what? The birds are flying and the fish are swimming. These are the other type of example. Is there any difference? Can you tell me? Yes? Tell me. You said that wall of room, one example, and chair by your side, and second example you take flying of birds. Is there any difference? Either the same, both are object. Is there any similarities or difference? Tell me. After watching carefully, think over it carefully. No. I think the wall of the room, which is fixed at a place, I did not use one word. And flying birds, their place is not fixed. Here I have used word mean place. Place means the position. It means the wall of a room. It has fixed position. It does not change its position. Means we can say that this wall of the room is at rest. Why? Because it does not change its position. Whereas the birds are flying and the fish are swimming and the blood flow inside our vessels, arteries or vein. Flow means they are also in motion. It means the object which are surrounding us are either in rest or in motion. Then what is rest and what is motion? This topic we will cover today. First is rest and second is motion and one is the reference point. Distance, displacement and the physical quantity means you know scalar and vector. We will try to cover this topic today. First, some indirect evidence is also surrounding us. When the air is moved, your movement of air, moving air, which we know is known as wind. When air is in motion, then it is known as wind. Then what happened after that? There will be a, what happened? There will be a possibilities of movement of kiski. If the air is moving, then the possibilities of movement of which one? Dash. Movement of dash. Can you tell me? Very good. Tell me, think. Otherwise you will say, sir, it is very tough. But you have to think over it. When air is moving, movement of air affect on, or we can I can say that what happened when air will be in motion. When air will in motion, the movement of air will affect the movement of leaves. They are also in motion. Movement of dust. These movement of dust, movement of leaves only due to the movement of air. It means they are also in motion. But these all are the indirect way of evidence. Means air is moving. We can't see. Only we can feel. But we can observe that air is moving by movement of leaves or by movement of what? By movement of what? Dust. Can you tell me one point also, sunrise? Have you listened the word sunset? And you have listened the word season, change of season, so many things, formation of day and night. Sunrise, sunset, change in seasons, or so many example. I just on the basis of this. Are these due to the motion or due to its rest? Is there any reason of motion behind them? Yes, movement of earth. Movement of earth. What is the movement of earth? Rotation as well as revolution. Rotation as well as revolution. Means sunrise, sunset, season, day, night only occur due to the movement means motion of earth. And motion of earth, you know, one is rotation, another is revolution. I think you know it very well. What is rotation and what is revolution? You have to answer, find yourself. What is revolution and rotation of earth? Which cause day and night? Which cause season? But sunrise, sunset and season, day and night, and all the reason are all these causes due to the motion of earth, whether it is rotation or revolution, and you have to find the answer yourself. But generally we have seen motion, you know it very well. And then now that one point, this very good point I want to discuss, the moving bus. The passenger inside the moving bus. There is a difference. A person and B. There are two persons. According to this person, one object will be in motion, and according to this person, the object will be in rest. There is a difference. Why? A passenger, the bus is moving with the passenger. Here are the passenger inside the bus, and the bus is in motion. A motion means movement. Movement means change in position. And here is the bus is moving in this direction, and the person, the passenger inside, and the person is along the road. And here are the tree. Here is the tree. When the person is or bus is moving in this direction and the passenger inside the bus, when they look at outward, then they saw this tree is moving in backward direction. They think that the tree is in motion. But according to this person, the tree is at rest. And the person who is along the side of road, he watched that the bus and the passenger inside the bus are in motion, are moving. It means bus and passenger both are in motion, they are moving. But at the same time, when this passenger is look behind the other passenger, he watched that passenger and he knows the passenger is at rest. According to this person, the bus and the passenger are in motion, but according to this person, the passenger is at rest. The person who is behind him is at rest. It means motion are relative to each other. Relative to each other. And now this motion make it so confusing, so complex. Now, first we will study about the simple motion. Simple motion means A and B. When an motion in a straight line, motion is a straight line. This is the simple type of motion. Second, what can you tell me? Motion in a circular path. And second is object when rotate. You know rotate. Rotation you have to explain. Rotate and vibrate. Rotation and vibration. These are all the type of motion. But first we will start the straight motion in a straight line, which we say that rectilinear motion. Rectilinear motion means when an object moving in a straight path, linear motion. And the motion in a straight line or the rectilinear motion can be easily expressed by representing the equation or in graph. We will study deeply about the motion in a straight line, which is easy way to represent in equation or in graph. Means we can say that graphically and in form of equation, the straight line motion, rectilinear motion can be expressed easily. Easy way to express the linear motion by graphically and by equation. Here we will discuss some point and the motion which may be controlled or uncontrolled. Motion of an object, motion of a matter is beneficial or harmful. Give me example, the motion of a matter or an object which is harmful to us and which is beneficial to us. Tell me. When water is moving at a high speed, we can say that flood, which is uncontrollable. Speed of water, which is uncontrollable, which is known as flood, it is harmful to us. Whereas the motion of water, which is under our control, that water is used to produce the electricity. These are the beneficial and the limitation are the motion. And now, can you define rest and motion? Yes, what is the definition of rest and motion? Can you tell me? I will write later on, but you have to tell me. In next class, I will write the definition. First, what is rest? Can you tell me what is rest? What is rest? Savas? Myself, Hansa sir is at rest. Yes, ya no? Hansa sir is rest. Yes, ya no? In first case, Hansa sir is at rest. Why? Because they did not change its position with respect to surrounding, or we can say with respect to time. When an object changes in position with respect to time or with respect to its surrounding, then it is rest. And in second case, Hansa sir changes its position time to time or with respect to surrounding. What is the meaning of with respect to surrounding? Means, first I am at here, with respect to this board, I did not change my position. The distance, this will be same. Yeah, from this point I am at here, and now the position is changed with respect to that point. या with respect to time, 10 बजकर हंसा सर यहाँ थे, 10 बजकर 1 सेकंड पर हंसा सर यहाँ गए, 10 बजकर 3 सेकंड पर हंसा सर is here. It means this is in motion. So what we can do, how we can define the rest or motion? Rest, when an object does not change its position with respect to time or with respect to surrounding, is known as rest. Example, you find yourself. And when an object changes position with respect to surrounding or with respect to time, is known as motion. And your example you write yourself. And now one is left is reference point. What is reference point? To describe a motion. To describe a motion, we need the position of the object. We need the position of object. But this is the railway station, and the distance of the school from the railway station toward the north is 4 kilometers. It means we include the school is 4 kilometers away from railway station in the direction of north is 4 kilometers. So it means school is away from where? From railway station. And that railway station we are counting from where? We are measuring the distance of school from where? From the reference point, from the origin, from the starting point. That origin, that starting point means position of the object. Whether it is railway station, whether it is Hansa sir, whether is it X, Y, Z. Position of object which describe the motion. Which describe the motion is known as the reference point. Reference point. And this reference point is generally known as origin. This is known as origin. And reference point is also known as the starting point, or we can say the initial point. And the last point where we have to reach, where we have to go, that point is known as terminal point, final point. This is the final point or terminal point, and this is the reference point, initial point. Is it clear? Now the motion along a straight line, along a straight line. This is the straight line, and this 0 is the initial point, which we say reference point, which we say origin, and this is the distance. This will be 5 unit. This is 5 to 10, 15, 20, 13, and we are assuming that centimeter. This is unit in centimeter. Is it clear? And now, if a person start from the reference point O, moves toward the A through C and B, the person want to reach to A through C and B, then it covered some path. Which path? From here to this, from this to this. In this way he reached from O to A through C and B. So how much distance he covered? O. A is the distance covered, which is equal to 50 centimeter. 50 centimeter. And this is known as distance. It is known as distance. And now, if from O to A, the same, this is your initial point and this is your final point. If the distance between initial and final point, and that distance, that path should be shortest. That path should be shortest. The distance between initial and final point, and that path should be shortest, which is known as this is OA is also 50 centimeter. This will be known as displacement. But I write the same OA at here, 50 at here, 50 at. Then why I am writing distance and displacement? What is the difference? Here is distance, here is displacement. Why? But here is OA is same and 50 is same. But here is difference. Why? Can you tell me? Here is the actual path. Here is mentioned actual path. Here is mentioned the distance or the path between two initial and final point, which is shortest. I told shortest path distance between initial and final means I indicate the direction from initial and final. When I put the direction, then this distance will change into displacement. It means when an object is moving in a straight path, then its distance and displacement will same if it is moving in the same direction. And now in second case, please be careful for that. An object, a person from O and reach to A through C and B and come back at C and come back at C and come back at C. First, how much distance he covered? First, start distance. What is distance? Mean actual path from O to A. So how much distance he covered? 50 centimeter. Distance is OA. Plus, and now from A to C. A to C. This is the distance. Distance OA and AC. What is the value of OA? is 50 centimeter plus AC, this will be, what is this, 35, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 and 35, or we can subtract 50 minus 15, so this will be 35 centimeter, which is equal to 85 centimeter. So it means when a person start from O, reach to A and come back and stop at C, then the distance covered by the person is 85 centimeter. And now what is the displacement? What is the displacement? Tell me what is displacement? What I told you, displacement, the shortest path between initial, what is the initial point? O, where I have to start, from where I have start, O, and final point, where I have to reach, where I start, C, OC, fin, OC, here is OC, simple OC. This is the shortest path between O and C, which is equal to 15 centimeter. This is the displacement. It means displacement may be equal to distance or less than distance, but displacement never greater than distance. It is always equal to or less than distance. Is it possible the displacement may be 0? Yes or no? Now answer it. Is the displacement may be 0? Yes or no? Yes, displacement can be 0. Why? Because you said कि displacement is the distance between two, shortest distance between initial and final point. Initial and final point या position. Initial or final point. When I start from O and reach to A and then come back to O again. It means what is the distance? Here is distance. I start from where? O, A. And then come back A, O. What is the distance? 50 centimeter plus 50 centimeter, which is equal to 100 centimeter. It means distance is 100 centimeter. But the displacement, what is the displacement? Here is displacement. What is the displacement? Where is the initial point? O. From where I start? O. Where I reached? O. Means my initial and final point position is same. It means this O is coincide from initial and final point. That means the displacement is 0. Displacement is 0. It means we can say displacement can be 0, but distance cannot be 0. And the distance is always either greater than or equal to the displacement. Equal to the displacement. Achha, what is the displacement and distance? I take one example. Tell me. I already told. This is railway station and this is your school. If I said that the distance between railway station and school is 4 kilometers, and I start to move from railway station and reach to school and come back again to railway station, then what is the distance and displacement? Distance and displacement. I start from railway station and reach to school and return to the again at the railway station, then what is the distance? If the distance between railway station and school is 4 kilometer, what is your answer now? Chaliye, now you check yourself. And now here is, now tell me, the circle, if a person is what is this? Center of this circle OB is radius of 5 of radius r. Of radius r. This is radius r. I myself start from here. This is the circular path. This is the circular path of a path. And I start of radius r. Of radius r. I start from A and take a complete round. And take a complete round. And reach to A in one complete round. In one complete round. The distance and displacement now tell me, I start from A and take a complete round, mean reach to again at A after complete one round, like this. I start and complete round of a circular path and come to its original position, then what is the distance? What is distance? Answer is, if the radius is r, it means actual path covered by an object. Actual path covered by an object mean from here this the circumference. This one is the circumference, mean 2 pi r is the distance, but displacement I start from here and reach to again at A, so displacement is 0. Mean we can say in complete round of a circle, either it is 1 round, 2 round, 3 round, 4 round, complete round of a circle, displacement is always the circumference and the distance will be the circumference and into number of round. Whereas the displacement in every case, complete round, whether 1, 2, 3, 4 round, displacement will be 0. Displacement will be 0. But the distance will be the circumference into the number of round. Into number of rounds. Number of round. If I take 1 round, then 1 into 2 pi r. Then you find also again first part and second. What is the distance and displacement? Distance and displacement. To cover a circular path of radius capital R. In A part 2 round, B part 3 round, C part half round, D part 1.5 round, and you have to do and we will discuss tomorrow. Please keep it in mind. Is it clear? Thank you. Good day. Be safe at home.